Hello.
Hi, I wonder if you can help me. I've just built a small exhibition layout using DCC, and it's getting rather complicated using the controller, the handset, to change all the points. I've heard that you've got some stuff that might help.
Yeah, it is annoying that, isn't it, when you're trying to control the locomotive and you want to change the points at the same time. It's quite tricky. We can certainly help with that. What system are you using?
NCE.
Okay, fantastic system. What I would suggest is using one of our 3 methods of controlling points. We've got these, so option number 1 would be great for an exhibition layout actually, which is this self-contained illuminated push button switch box. This is called Alpha Central. So that's option 1. Option 2 would be this option, which is Alpha Switch. So you just create a track diagram, put the switches on there, and then you can control your points by pressing the buttons. And option 3 would be this option here, which is a realistic signal box lever.
Oh, I like the idea of that.
Yeah.
How would that fit into the layout?
Basically just create a little box like this if you want for an exhibition layout. This didn't take us very long to create. How many points have you got?
About 10 at the moment.
You've got about 10, great, so we can get a box of 12 of these for you. These would then need to go through a device called Alpha Encoder, which is a little product here. And this again will take up to 12 switches, so with 10 points you're well within the remits of this little product here.
And can I still, well, control the points using the handset as well?
Yeah, you can do both. This will connect to the layout using one single cable.
Okay. The problem I've got here is I've got my NCE panel, but I'd like one on the other side to actually then be able to control from either side of the layout.
Yeah, so we could get you one of these. This is the Alpha panel. Just put this on the other side of the layout, connect the 2 with a single cable underneath, and then you could actually plug your power cab into either side. Your switch panel that you're creating with the levers would then plug into the socket next to your controller, so no extra wiring required. I presume you've already wired all of your point motors up to the main bus anyway, because you've been using it with your controller, so
correct, yeah.
There's no other wiring at all needed, just simply plug this in.
I like the idea of that panel that's next to it, but
This one here?
I'd have to wire it to each point?
No, you wouldn't need to wire this to each point. Obviously the traditional method of creating a mimic panel like this would be to connect wires from either every switch or every point up to the mimic panel, which results in a lot of wiring. This is actually Alpha Mimic, and that again just runs off the main bus. This is the actual product. So just the 2 wires, just the red and black wire from your power bus just go straight up to this, and it will read and eavesdrop, if you like, off that bus and then change the LEDs accordingly.
So if I change the points using a handset or the lever, it'll reflect both?
Yeah, so your mimic panel will accurately describe the position of all the points on the layout, irrespective of whether they've been changed by the lever or by the panel.
Excellent. So how do I plug that in then? Has it got to go to a special place?
No, just straight onto the 2 wires from your bus. Just take 2 wires to the panel.
Great, thanks very much.
No problem.